Hi, thanks for tuning in today. This is Mrs. J, and today we're going to look at travel and play with kinematics. For our lesson objective, you will apply mathematical models and interpret the output of the models to test ideas or to make predictions. Here are some key terms that should be familiar to you. We have displacement, distance, speed, and velocity. Just in case they're not coming back, I'll help you with the recall. Let's take a quick look at each one. Displacement is the movement of an object from its original location. Distance is how far that object has moved. Speed is how fast an object is moving. Speed has a formula. It's equal to distance divided by time. This box moved this distance 1 meter in 1 second. And finally, velocity. Velocity is speed in a given direction. Velocity also has a formula. It's equal to distance divided by time in a direction. This box moved 1 meter in 1 second to the right direction. So let's take some of those formulas that we learned previously and look at how we're going to do our assignment. Here's the player's guide. In step 1, you'll be looking at a map and learning the locations on that map. In step 2, you'll read the scenarios of where you will go and how long it will take you. In step 3, you'll use your thinking skills and the formulas to answer the questions. Are you ready? Here's our city street setup. You have your school, which is located 1.2 miles from the coffee shop. The coffee shop is located 0.9 miles from the library, and the library is located 0.8 miles from home. Here's your scenarios. In scenario 1, it takes you, starting from your school, 35 minutes to jog from school to the library. At the library, you spend 10 minutes browsing and checking out a book. In scenario 2, you walk to the coffee shop on the same street. It takes 15 minutes to go from the library to the coffee shop. At the coffee shop, you spend 40 minutes sitting and sipping while you're reading. In scenario 3, you walk home from the coffee shop. It takes you 25 minutes. Here is your question. Remember, you have your map with the school, the coffee shop, the library, and your house. You should pause and take a look at both the map and the scenarios. The scenario says it took you 13 minutes to get to the library from school. You spent 10 minutes browsing and checking out of the library. You walked to the coffee shop in 15 minutes from the library. And you spent 40 minutes reading in the coffee shop. After that, you left the coffee shop and you walked home. It took you 25 minutes. Here's your question. What is your displacement after 1.5 hours? Remember to pause the video and work out the question. For more questions, you can look in Google Classroom. This is where your assignment is located, that first question plus these. You want to figure out your displacement after 1.5 hours. You want to know the total distance walked after 1.5 hours. You also want to take a look at your displacement after 1 hour and 50 minutes. Note that that's different than 1.5 hours. In question 4, you'll be looking at your total distance when you arrived home. And in question 5, try to figure out what speed you were jogging 20 minutes after leaving your school on the way to the library. You can locate all the questions and further information in your Google Classroom. You can submit your work by attaching a Google Doc. In the future, we'll be able to play this together in a simulation software. I'm working on it. Thanks for playing. See you soon.